Hello and welcomes back everyone. AnthWolf here with even more Star Wars The Old Republic, playing as Morathi, and where we last left off, we had just completed the Meridian Complex flashpoint, the new shipyard that was based on Corellia. And we have decided to return to the Empire rather than remain the Alliance commander. The Eternal Alliance is slowly going to be incorporated back into the Empire, one way or the other, and I believe we're reclaiming our seat on the Dark Council, or at the very least we killed the member of the Dark Council in charge of the Sith Doctrine, Darth Anafel, I believe his name was. We have been approached while on Viaken Space Dock by Lord Scourge and a Jedi Knight known as Kira Carson, both companions of the player character of the Jedi Knight, who have confronted us about any lingering essence of the Sith Emperor. But they are also worried about some final weapon that the Emperor may have hidden away, and they've asked us to speak to them on Odessen, which is where we're going to go right now. Before we do that, we have a few more bits of mail. Let's have a look at this, shall we? This is Indigo, the Dishonored Mandalorian. His crew are doing well. So now they're involving themselves in weapons dealing and protection services. Okay. Good for them. Major Anri's come forward with our prize for getting the most kills while on Corellia. I'll take the credits, thank you very much. We have a message, we'll look at that one last. We have Dark Krovos, who we convinced not to attack civilian targets. Well, we mentioned how we would disagree with that, and Darthasina agreed. She's just very proud of the Empire's victory. And of course then, Lana Beniko, I know you don't take the decision to officially incorporate into the Empire lightly, but she supports it wholeheartedly. There will be some integration pains, but that's to be expected. Okay. Yes, Imperial bureaucracy and Imperial politics once again. Delightful. Right. Let's get ourselves back over to Odessen. In fact, where the hell is Odessen on the map? Ah. Thank you. In wild space. In fact, have we looked at Odessen's codex entry? Maybe not. Just waiting for the map to finish loading. Bloody hell. There we are. Ah. In part, I expected us to be over at the landing green from the staging area. Oh well, no matter. Let's have a look. We have a PvP mission terminal, priority missions, operations, and weekly heroic mission terminal.
We're here. Now tell me what this is all about.
As I told you on Viking Space Dock, Tenebray's last gruesome weapon. He sought immortality, but only his endless spite survives now. I was his most powerful servant once, his wrath. But I learned of his true nature and plotted his downfall for centuries. Ultimately, I saw what had to be done, and betrayed my empire in order to destroy its creator. That is how I came to fight alongside Kira.
We fought the Emperor's servants constantly for years. We even thought we'd beaten him alongside my master. Then Yavin 4 happened. And Valkorion.
I received guidance from an old ally. Instead of seeking out our enemy in his current shell, you, as it turns out, we sought a different target. Tenebray hid his original body where no one could harm it. As long as that body remained in stasis, the galaxy's greatest evil could never truly be killed.
Unless we destroyed Tenebray, the fight against Valkorion would never really be over.
Since Valkorion is gone, I assume you succeeded.
We did. As we later learned, we destroyed his first body just as you purged the last vestige of his twisted spirit from your mind. That is when his final weapon was unleashed. A Sith ritual, carved into his very flesh, unleashed an ancient plague from every molecule of his decaying corpse.
We were both knocked out cold, comatose for more than a year. Satil Shan was the one who finally pulled us out of that nightmare, and started a new one.
Like you, Kira and I have both been vessels for a portion of Tenebray's power. It acted as a sort of vaccine. But Satil had no such protection, nor did any of her followers. Within days, they were all laid low, trapped in a nightmarish slumber. In helping us, they are knowingly doomed themselves.
This ritual, what can you tell me about it?
Nothing. We lost consciousness even as we felt it taking shape. The infection is worsening. There is a darkness growing among the afflicted.
We can feel their minds connecting, communicating. We're afraid they might be merging somehow.
Merging into what? Another Valkorion? Is this plague bringing him back somehow?
It's too early to make that conclusion. Whatever it is immensely dangerous. We must stop it.
How?
We loaded Satil and all of her followers onto a transport to keep them quarantined, along with a few med droids to tend to them. The transport is programmed to fly a random course through unsettled sectors of the Outer Rim, all weeks away from civilization. I can send a signal to alter the course, bring it to another empty system that's closer so that we can meet it in a shuttle.
We board the ship and connect our minds with yours through the Force. Together, we will face this entity and purge it from existence. And if we cannot purge it, then we destroy the transport and hope we've ended the old monster's schemes forever.
We should just destroy the transport now. Send it crashing into a star.
And kill Master Satele and all of her students? Not a chance. If there's any hope of saving them, we have to try.
I must agree. We should try to develop a cure for the disease before destroying it. We cannot know for certain this will be the only outbreak.
It's gonna take a while for the transport to come back into range.
Then we should stay here until it does. If you require any assistance in the meantime, don't hesitate to ask.
Not so fast. I'm not fighting the Republic or the Jedi, so if that's what you want, definitely hesitate to ask.
Ignore her. If necessary, I can slay enough of your enemies for both of us.
Ugh.
She grows on you. Eventually.
Like lichen. Delightful. So yeah, they're not amused at my plan to just destroy the transport. The thing is, even if we purge this entity, I'm then going to be stuck in a transport with a ton of Jedi. All of which probably don't like me. Satele might let us go. But then again, maybe not. Right. Oh well, I guess time elapses. And then we'll pop into Alliance operations and see if the transports come into communications range. Oh bloody hell. Someone was moving quickly.
Commander, looks like our new friends from the Hand have just entered orbit. I'll get them cleared to land right away.
Darth Nox. I am Darth Rivix. I believe the Empress told you to expect me.
You'll be the Hand's liaison to the rest of the Empire?
Precisely. Competition for the role was heated, as I'm sure you can imagine. I am proud to have stood above all others. I'll have my shuttle bring me to the surface directly. I always prefer speaking in person.
Okay. So, the Hand are going to be the front-line troops of this new war. Made up of the Alliance and trusted members chosen by Empress Asina.
Face to face at last. Your hollow does you no justice, my friend.
Welcome to Odessen. We're honored by your visit.
And I am honored to be your guest. Permit me to be direct. My duty as liaison is to facilitate your operations as best I can. My success is judged by your success. I will not profit from obstructing or undermining you. Much as I savor them, deception and manipulation are not among my objectives here. I will relate my Empress's desires to you and your accomplishments to her. Anything you require of the Empire's resources, I will obtain. I shall be your ally, your spokesman, and I hope your confidant. You have my vow on it.
I hope you can live up to your word. I don't take disappointment well.
Nor should you. The best deserves the best. Now, if I may impose upon you a bit more before we delve into official matters, I would love a tour of your base. The stories I've heard.
Of course. I'll show you around myself.
Wonderful. Lead the way.
Okay, I guess we're doing a bit of a tour. Oh, I was going to say, sounds like someone's running around beside us. Oh, we have our new Commodore here.
Good day, Commander. Tessa Pardock's at your service. Admiral Ago is bringing me up to speed on the current status of your military forces. Once I have assimilated all available information, I would appreciate a moment of your time to discuss strategic planning for the future.
Excellent.
Our military wing. Commodore Pardax commands our fleet and ground forces.
Your soldiers come with the highest recommendation. To overcome the forces of Zakul, where so many others failed, they must be magnificently deadly. A pity to have lost the Eternal Fleet. But victory will be ours regardless.
Indeed. Oh, bloody hell. Slow walking for a moment there.
Supplies are coming in daily. Brings a smile on my face.
I'm sure Hylo will be thrilled over showing us Sith around the underworld logistics hub of the base, but needs must. Oh, seems the data pad's been updated in our room. Nico's still here, as is Jakaro. Nice.
Our underworld trading experts. You've already spoken with Hylo Vids.
Your integration of otherwise criminal activities and personnel is truly innovative. Where others see risk, you see opportunity.
My crews appreciate those free fly codes. Never had smoother sailing in Imperial territories.
Of course, whatever aids the hand, aids the Empire.
I wonder if that'll be the new Alliance's title. Will just simply be known as the Hand. Right, let's get ourselves over to the research lab and the Force Enclave. Kira and Scourge are here.
Our Force Enclave.
I'm told your apprentices have trained with members of several Force-using groups, including Jedi. A valuable advantage in combat. Should you require additional Sith to aid in their training, you have only to ask, my lord.
Oh, I see. See if Kira and Scourge have anything to say. Nope. Nope. Fair enough. It was worth a try. Oh.
Our science labs. Dr. Ogorob leads our research teams.
A hot scientist. The reports were true. It's wonderful to meet you, Dr. Ogorob.
You must be Darth Rivix. I cannot thank you enough for the wealth of materials you forwarded. Targeted viral pathogens, cross-species manipulation of cerebrocortical structures. Truly fascinating research.
Thrilled to oblige.
Okay, onwards through the landing area and the cantina.
This view is magnificent. You have so much to be proud of.
It used to be better. We used to have a gravestone. But, unfortunately, circumstances and all that jazz interfered.
The cantina. Care for a drink?
Not at the moment, but I would love to share one later.
And that's everything to see.
I'm very impressed. You must be quite proud of what you've achieved here.
I am. Ready to get started?
Absolutely. The destruction of the Meridian complex on Corellia continues to accelerate our war efforts. We've won decisive victories in the Bormir, Atravis, and Anoat sectors. The Republic is reeling. Perfect conditions for the Hand to press the advantage.
The Republic will fall. It's only a matter of time.
With your leadership, it cannot be otherwise. We are solidifying supply lines and secure communications between Odessen and the rest of Imperial space. A full detachment of Imperial troops is already en route to serve at your command. Assault troops, security personnel, patrol ships, and so on. Now then, there is one other matter that needs your attention as we spin up the Hand's day-to-day operations. As promised, your previous holdings as a member of the Dark Council have been transferred to the Hand for your direct control. This includes the Imperial Reclamation Service, as well as Moff Pyron's Silencer fleet. That said, the Silencers are currently engaged in key operations along the front line. I believe they belong under your capable command, but Darth Krovos would prefer they were allocated for continued use in her operations. Your preference?
Interesting. I would prefer to have Moff Pyron here. But having them on the front lines is very useful for the Empire. I can see why the Empire would want to keep them. We could always change our mind later.
Moff Pyron may continue his current assignment for the time being. But when I call, I will expect them to answer.
I will be sure Krovos and Pyron both understand the situation. I believe that concludes our business for the day. Do you require anything else?
Any word on Darth Malgus? I haven't seen him since Corellia.
You are not alone in that. No one has seen him since the battle. It's all rather mysterious. Perhaps he was more badly injured than anyone knows. Or perhaps he's gone rogue again. But surely that's not possible.
Meanwhile,
I will not return. I will not return. I will not.
Once again, your vital signs have elevated far beyond ideal values. I am concerned that these episodes pose a risk of permanent damage.
Then stop them.
I have already removed all physical modifications related to your loyalty assurance protocols. These hallucinations are the result of psychological manipulation. To correct such potent mental conditioning is beyond my program's scope of practice. Honestly, I am unaware of any technique capable of editing the pathways of your mind so extensively.
I have heard of one possibility. Set course for Dantooine.
He's following the path of Revan. When the Jedi Council removed Revan's memories. He's hoping that... Isn't the Jedi... Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Jedi... temple on Dantooine was destroyed. We picked through the ruins in a previous title. But... if there's anything remaining, Malgus may find it. In relation to his brainwashing, I suppose. Or mental conditioning. Meanwhile, seems Kira and Scourge would like to have another word.
We've waited too long as it is. Something is wrong. I'm sure of it.
Smashing up the place isn't gonna solve anything. We'll find the ship. It's gonna be all right.
I take it there's no sign of the transport with Satele and her followers?
Nothing. It isn't responding to our signals. And we've already checked the next scheduled stop. No sign.
Which leaves just about 200 or 300 systems to search.
There must be another way!
Let's start by not breaking anything. This furniture wasn't free.
Go easy on him. It's been hundreds of years since he felt real emotions. He's a bit out of practice. All we can do is start searching from the ship's last known coordinates, which, for us, could take forever. So we get an expert.
Hey, T7.
We'll send T7 out with an escort and all the probe droids we can find. They'll cover more ground and sort through sensor readings faster than we ever could. T7 works his astromech magic, crunches the probe data to pick up a trail, and we find our missing ship in a matter of days or weeks, instead of years.
Who should be escorting them? More droids?
That would be best. They won't be affected by... whatever the Emperor has done to Satele and the others. That's everything settled then. As soon as we get coordinates, you'll be the first to know. Don't worry, your furniture's safe. It'll calm down in a bit.
It's already destroyed. Safe is not the word I would use. But it seems whatever entity is plaguing Satele and her followers' minds may already have awakened and gained control of the ship. Wonderful. Ooh. Renown rank 78. Anything worthwhile? Absolutely not. Oh well. Oh, I'll leave T7 to it. I have no quests. Interesting. Huh. I guess if nothing else, we should check the mission console. Maybe that's where the storyline's up to. Hey! Someone else is escorting the Darth around. Right, so... I mean, a bit of mail may come in, but the mail normally doesn't prelude a quest. Unless there's an operation, but it would probably prompt it as a quest. Interesting. Let's see what operations are available. Don't know why I'm saying operations, because it may just be a normal, like a flashpoint or some such. Nothing jumping out to me there. These are all the operations. The Nature of Progress is the latest one that we got from Onderon. Ooh, Isaac's. That's one of the 6 gods. And weekly heroics, okay. As I say, we might have... It's kind of building up to Malgus going to Dantooine, which we have yet to actually visit as a world. And building up towards, obviously, this ancient plague, but it's leading us nowhere right now, which is a shame, really. I'm not really... unlike Final Fantasy XIV, as the other subscription-based MMO, well, I'm subscribed to this game, but it's free to play. But the other MMO that I play, I'm more up to date on like content, both present and upcoming, for Final Fantasy XIV. Star Wars: The Old Republic, I'm not really aware of things that may be happening in the near future, so... And that's the Dread Masters. So we might have actually just gotten as far as the storyline allows. Is Dantooine even actually a planet we can visit? I'm sure that Dantooine would probably be one of the Corwood worlds. Ah, there we go, Dantooine. We can actually travel there. Have we actually ever been to Dantooine? I don't think so. You know what? Getting close to ending the video anyway, but while you're here, let us see, where the Onslaught expansion is up to. So I know about that. The make sure to return to Corellia. We know about the operation on Zun. That's the Nature of Freedom. Right, so there's nothing really there. See, I want to see what people are saying, or where people are saying the storyline is up to. There's the next story update. So people are talking about updates from February. So they're talking about 6.2. I'm just going to double check where we're up to, what patch we're up to at the moment. If I go to news from the official website. Okay, so we're at 6.1, which was released on February 13th. Where we met with the Sith Liaison. So on Alderaan, there's something to do with a noble estate. Oh, that's probably you can purchase a house. Right. Probably purchasing a house on Alderaan now. That's 6.1. 6.2 is yet to be revealed. Obviously, we have the whole virus situation right now. And so... yeah. Okay. I guess this is as far as we can go. I'll see if anyone's mentioned when 6.2 might be available. .2 release date. It was meant to be April 21st. But of course, then we have the huge delay. They went and said June. And obviously that didn't occur. So 6.2 is meant to conclude the Kira and Scourge storyline, which was introduced back in October. Late summer, early fall. And then I'm guessing if 6.2 is meant to help with Kira and Scourge, 6.3 may deal with Malgus. But we'll just have to see what happens. Oh well. I'm sorry that you couldn't actually see the web pages that I was loading. I just had that going on in the background while I was explaining what I was viewing. You can always look those up yourself. Anyone who's still playing this game along with me, of course. But no, that's where we're at. We've actually got to the end of, bloody hell, Star Wars The Old Republic, the current story arc. Oh, well. Decisions. What do we want to do now? I want to play as, this is my mindset right now, and I'm happy to share it with you all. And maybe get some feedback off you. Because people have asked in the comments if I'd play a certain class and play it a certain way, and, that's fair. I do want to play as a Republic class to experience the other side of maybe going in. First of all, I've only really played as a Jedi Knight through Knights of the Eternal Throne. So it would be interesting to look at the War of Iokath. It would be interesting to look at the Onslaught expansion in the eyes of a player of the Republic to see what individuals, what characters you meet on that side. At the same time, it would be interesting to play as a player of the Empire who decides to work alongside the Republic. Because I believe your activities, at least the war on Iokath is pretty much the same. Well, at least in Onslaught, I hear your activities are pretty much the same, but you're sabotaging Imperial interests rather than working alongside them. You're acting as a double agent. So, my mindset right now is playing as an Imperial agent or a light-sided Sith warrior. Both of which I've tried recently. The Sith warrior only about a month ago. But I started streaming that while I was on Korriban, and it didn't feel quite right for me at the time. Mainly because I had a lot of other things going on in the background. A light-sided Sith warrior is very tempting, and the Imperial Agent storyline is really fun to play, especially with some of the plot twists that occur. Because if someone's going to betray the Empire, I mean, a Sith warrior deciding that he may decide to be a Jedi instead, for whatever reason, is interesting. But an Imperial Agent, let's just put it lightly, if you've never played the Imperial Agent, or you've never seen my series or someone else's series of the Imperial Agent, you get screwed over by the Empire a few times, well, probably more than a few times. And you become somewhat of a free agent at the end of the main story arc. Or you can choose to be a free agent anyway. So, the agent deciding to maybe join the SIS to help out the Republic. Maybe not help out Supreme Chancellor Suresh, but, you know, the Republic as a whole. Deciding to try the other side of galactic politics would be interesting. So that's definitely on my mind, how to maybe play an agent. The whole idea is maybe to play as a loyal member of the Empire, believing in what they bring to the table. Obviously, the stability of a firm grasp on the Empire, on its citizens, bringing that stability. And then having that twist and having your beliefs twisted and shattered, making you think more independently on just yourself and what you wish. That would be a way to play the agent that I'm considering. In addition, I have played, obviously, a smuggler to the end of Chapter 1, where the mindset was, what would Vet do in that particular situation? Which is quite fun, I have to admit. But it's been a few months since I played as Nola. So, what would I do instead? Could I continue to play as Nola? Probably yes. But I would also consider another class, so I'm considering maybe trying another playable class of the Republic. Either way, there's a lot of thoughts going in my head right now, and maybe they'll come to fruition, maybe they won't, but as I say, I would like to, I'd like to get some feedback. I'd like to hear what you have to think, have to say on the situation. It's a shame that Onslaught has, the continuation of Onslaught has been delayed, but it's understandable as to why that is. But, I mean, at the moment, we've pretty much got to the end of Morathi's storyline, and apart from maybe continuing Nola's storyline, which I'm about 50-50 on right now, and maybe playing as a light-sided Sith warrior, or playing as an Imperial agent, I'm leaning more towards the warrior or the agent, but then it's playing as another member of the Empire. So, See, the only other Republic class would be the Trooper, really, that I'd want to play again. The Consular storyline didn't really grip me, and again, playing as a Jedi might... Well, I've just played as an Inquisitor. The Consular is basically the Inquisitor of the Republic. I am leaning towards playing as an agent again. Right, either way. I'm going to start rambling. Oh, I already have been rambling, I apologise. Thank you all for joining me here with the current end of, I suppose, 6.12, or well, 6.1 of the current Onslaught expansion here as Morathi, here in Star Wars The Old Republic. As I say, feel free to comment if you so desire, I'd appreciate it, but never any pressure. And I will be playing some more Star Wars The Old Republic, maybe not straight off the bat. Maybe I'll start trying to get into some more streaming. Maybe I'll play some other games. Maybe I'll even record some of them. But we'll see what the future brings. So, thank you very much, and hopefully I'll see you going, as I say, into the future. Until then, take care. Bye-bye now.